Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. Today we're back. We've got a few videos to go out on the channel here today. So if you are not yet subscribed to the George Benson football channel, I'd love to ask you to do so. And because there is so much going on at the moment, a like rating on this video would also be magnificent. I've got lots of stuff coming your way today. And as the course of this week goes on, we get closer to Chelsea's first pre-season game in America. I think we're playing 3 matches in the United States, which does also mean the return, not just of transfer news, but match previews, 6 things we learned. We get to have a good look at some of those players who we're hoping get given chances this season. Raheem Sterling, medical has been completed, not yet confirmed and announced by Chelsea, but when are we ever quick to do any of these kind of things? So pending Sterling announcement, could be today, could be tomorrow, but it is going to be in the next couple of days. I expect Sterling will feature at some stage during Chelsea's pre-season tour. Today though, we are going to talk in this video about Todd Boehly meeting up with the Bayern Munich director to discuss potential double transfer swoop for Gnabry and Lewandowski. I always get confused with Gnabry, but if I keep mixing them up in this video today, I do apologise. It's not my job to pronounce things correctly. It's just my job to try and entertain you guys with my thoughts, feelings, emotions about certain Chelsea topics, or most Chelsea topics. But first of all, we're going to begin with the news that Rafinha is about to sign for Barcelona. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a video ready in a very similar style to that of Raheem Sterling, where we spoke about 5 reasons why Raheem Sterling is a brilliant signing. I had this video ready for Rafinha. It's been scheduled now for nearly 2 weeks, and it looks as though Rafinha is going to get his dream move to Barcelona. It looks as though Barcelona are also going to wrap up a new deal for free agent, currently without a club, Ousmane Dembele. Now, I'm not going to spend all my time here on the channel complaining or bitching, to want of a different term, about Barcelona and how they're even managing to get this kind of business done with the financial situation that they are in. I do know one thing though, I think there are some clubs in European football who wouldn't get the same kind of leverage and leeway as Barcelona. Barcelona are a massive club, we get that, but at the same time, it is a very interesting one that they somehow managed to get both of these players through when there's so many issues with finances. When we move on to talking about Robert Lewandowski, Barcelona also want this guy as well. They're basically going to have a completely different team, but Chelsea's interest in Rafinha, we had a bid that was accepted by Leeds United. There wasn't supposed to be any issue with the personal terms between Chelsea and Rafinha. Rafinha always wanted to move to Barcelona. Chelsea were always going to be the second best option for the Brazilian. I think it is an interesting one though, because he would have fit in perfectly at Chelsea. We could have seen him also potentially used as a wing-back if Reece James was going to be used as a right centre-back if central defensive targets weren't to come through. I think this one would have been a good one, but as I always say here on the channel, whenever there's a player who would much rather go to another club or be at another club, look what happened with Lukaku. We want players who want to play for Chelsea, to see Chelsea as a pinnacle within their careers, not looking to use Chelsea as a stepping stone to then go on to a Barcelona, a Real Madrid. Eden Hazard, different. It was always his dream to play under Zidane, but Rafinha to Barcelona, it's not fully confirmed yet, but I think this one, we got to wash our hands with this, which is why Chelsea are interested in Gnabry from Bayern Munich for 45 million. I'm seeing some people say it could be around 34 million. Seeing some say 45 million. When you look at the average between these two prices, 40 odd million for Serge Gnabry, I think is absolutely brilliant business. I think in terms of fit at Chelsea, Gnabry is incredibly direct. When you add into the mix here that Todd Boehly is also talking about bringing want-away striker Robert Lewandowski from Bayern Munich to Chelsea, these two, as a partnership, have been absolutely phenomenal. You add Raheem Sterling into this, there are many, many questions that begin to be asked. Armando Broja, we're going to talk about him in an upcoming video later on today. There's talks that he might be leaving the club. So if he leaves, Chelsea have to bring in a striker. I know we're still avoiding the elephant in the room here, which is centre-back signings, but I'm going into that one with the blind optimism that Chelsea will get this done. We're seeing a lot of talks about attack-minded players, but Todd Boehly met with the director of Bayern Munich, I believe it's Salihamidzic. Again, another name that's kind of difficult for me to pronounce, but it's the first video back after the weekend. You're going to let me off with this one. But these two attackers from Bayern Munich, I really do believe that this could be the best duo option of any of these. Ronaldo, Neymar, we've been talking Rafinha, we've been talking so many different attack-minded players. I think these two together, if Chelsea can end up swooping in for both of these players, we could end up absolutely revolutionising our front line. There would be many questions then about where would Mason Mount fit in? What would the game time for Pulisic look like? Callum Hudson-Odoi look like? Hakim Ziyech looks as though he's on his way to AC Milan. Thomas Tuchel, even though we've got so many wingers, and we've discussed this so many times, Thomas Tuchel has not seen enough in any of these wingers to suggest that he backs any of them as the number one guy to consistently line up for Chelsea, deliver goals, deliver assists, which is why we've brought in Raheem Sterling. So if Ziyech is going to go off to AC Milan, Chelsea, if they do end up going in and making bids for both Gnabry and Lewandowski, not only do I think it might be difficult, but Barcelona, if they want to go in for Matthias de Ligt, then they're going to need to free up some finances too. But with both players looking to move, Chelsea looking for a striker, and we were looking for a right winger just because Rafinha's gone to Barcelona, I don't think we're going to cool off interest in that position. I think these two would be absolutely brilliant. You look at Robert Lewandowski's goal record. Yes, he's 32 years old. Yes, there is this little vendetta that Chelsea fans seem to have right now against buying big names. I think, again, it's kind of ironic. Last year I said, yes, Lukaku's guaranteed to succeed because he was so good at Inter Milan. We thought he wanted to be at Chelsea. I think Lewandowski has always been a different league, a different gravy of striker than Romelu Lukaku. I seriously believe that. So if Lewandowski was to come to Chelsea, talk is it's going to be around something like 42 million, which is why Barcelona have kind of held themselves back a little bit from pushing this one through. Barcelona, they really improved towards the end of last season. So he's trying to build a younger team. It's why they've brought in the likes of Rafinha. They're looking to bring him in now. Barcelona are going down more of a younger path. Chelsea, as much as I feel like we've got brilliant young players who, like I said, we're going to talk about in a later video, we do need a bit more experience in this team. Rudiger was experienced. Azpilicueta looks to be going to Barcelona. That is another experienced player. Kante, is he going to be fit, ready to keep playing game by game this season? We're not sure. If last season's anything to go by, we've got to expect no. Jorginho, could he move away from Chelsea? There are so many experienced players that look to be leaving the club. So as much as people might turn their nose up at a 32-year-old Lewandowski, this guy is different caliber. This guy scores goals for fun. And we're not talking about a farmers league kind of fun. We're talking the Bundesliga. Tough defenders, intricate tactical styles with really good quality. Yes, he's playing for the best team in Germany, but still, Lewandowski, you cannot not be excited about this one, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Serge Gnabry, as much as he's done a few London is red tweets, when he scored all those goals at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Bayern Munich, he expressed his love for Arsenal. Even with that one, that is slightly concerning for me, but Chelsea can do this business as a duo. We finish all of this business with bringing in attackers, and we firmly then focus the end of the window on bringing in central defenders. Chelsea want Gnabry and Lewandowski. Hakim Ziyech looks as though he's still on the way to AC Milan, but in classic transfer window style, Chelsea news is so incredibly slow. It's fast on the outside, but completions, deals done, it's incredibly slow. Still waiting for the Sterling announcement. Going to talk to you guys in another news video later on today, as well as my early Premier League predictions based off of the transfer window so far. So stay tuned for that one here on GBFC. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on those notifications so that you know exactly when the videos later on today and the rest of this week go live. Come on, you Blues.